tell you what you're gonna like, bro.
What's that?
You're gonna like Modern Warfare 3, bro. No. Hey, fan, the beta's out.
The beta?
The beta's out. The beta's good, bro.
I just freaking don't tell my wife. I just pre-ordered the Spider-Man 3.
Bro, the beta is good, bro. They got like the Flavella. They've got Rust back in it.
Oh, yeah? I'm all about some Rust.
Bro, it's
all right.
Bro, you're gonna like it. Yeah.
My whole thing is just like, bro, like, did they fix the hackers?
So, I'm gonna say this because I don't know if they fixed the hackers, but they've done a bunch of stuff. So now, we talked about the anti-swearing thing, which I think they should get rid of. But I haven't bumped into like hackers in a long time. The one thing that I encountered.
What was that little hacker freaking thing that they were trying to put out right before the end of Modern Warfare?
Oh, you talking about Ricochet?
Yeah, Ricochet.
So
did they like really clean it up and everything like that?
I haven't seen. If people are hacking now, it's crazy because you're not really seeing it. Like, and even when you like go back, like you're like, man, that dude melted me, and then you like spectate, you're like, this dude's trash. Yeah. So he just melted me.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that you have is sometimes you'll get that. You remember the underworld glitch where you'll like run into a wall and then you'll be under the map.
Yeah. So they still kill you and shit.
But I've only seen that once, like once in the past. Bro, the beta's out. The beta's decent, bro.
Yeah.
The beta's decent. It feels good. The movement feels good. Like a lot of fun, more realistic with the killing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you fire somebody, chest shots really put them down, headshots put them down.
Yeah.
Does
it take like forever? You have to put like
7
clips in them?
7 bullets, bro.
Okay.
And now they keep doing that stupid thing they do because they just nerfed. Of course, they had a shotgun that they put slugs in that you could snipe people with.
Yeah.
They just fixed that. But they always have that stupid some little dumb gun glitch.
Yeah.
But bro, you'll like it, bro.
I get it.
You'll like it.
I'm gonna have to check it out. All right. Welcome back to Sweat Equity. Eric Valdez alongside Jules Johnson.
Boom.
All right. Let us know what game you playing right now, for sure.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring?
I'm sure a bunch of people play Elden Ring.
Elden Ring? Yeah. Man, that seems just too complicated. I did my research because I was about to get it, and I was looking up, what, on YouTube, what should you know before buying this, like that, freaking. And I was like, man, it just seems so complicated.
Bro,
you know what I mean? Like that. Yeah, like.
I switched over to Diablo 4 for a little while.
I was looking at that too, and I was like,
it just fell off so fast, bro.
Man, but people were like, oh man, you're gonna fucking be all cracked out on it for like fucking, all up and all day and all night and stuff like that. Lose your fucking whole life and get divorced, because it's so badass.
Bro.
Nah?
The one thing about it was it had a static camera angle that was like from the top corner.
Yeah.
So when you start playing, when you're used to playing, first person shooters, and you could see it, like it's a weird camera angle and the movement was weird.
Yeah, I get it. Like when I was looking at it, just seemed real 90s style, freaking, like that.
I played it for a little while, but it wasn't
like that. Right now, I got Spider-Man 3 on pre-order, so I think that's gonna come out like next week or something like that.
Nice.
Freaking, and then but right now I'm trying to finish up freaking Star Wars, freaking Survivor, Jedi Survivor.
Nice.
That one is crazy, bro. Like that has like talk about a game that just so like that's what like I really try to not buy too many like role playing games and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just because like the game's gonna, once you beat it like that, you lose interest.
It's done. Yeah, it's done.
So like Call of Duty, you can play forever ever like that. I mean, it's an online game. You could do the story mode, but then you can go.
But then you can enjoy it.
But like for these, like once you beat it, that's it. You're gonna lose interest and stuff like that. And so, but this one, man, is just so freaking immersive. Everything, every little thing is super immersive and stuff like that. And so like there's like 4 planets that you freaking that you can jump
nice.
between and like that, and like you could stay on task with the story itself, but either way you're gonna always loop back to the main story.
It's kind of like Destiny. Did you play Destiny?
I never played Destiny. No, like that. Like honestly, like like ever since I've ever owned freaking PlayStation, it's only been freaking Call of Duty. so now that Call of Duty's really fell off and stuff like that, I've been forced to like look at other shit. You know
Bro,
what I mean?
I have a lot of fun with like the different. I think the one thing that keeps bringing me back to Call of Duty though is like we're old, so the way that you get to hang out with your boys, it's like you throw some headphones on and talk shit.
Talk shit, kill people.
Right, because otherwise you just rocking a baby all the time.
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
I'm not going to a bar, so we can just sit here. But do you play Star Wars like in the dark, headphones, surround sound, or do you play with like the surround sound speakers big in the room like that?
No, I play in the living room. You know, freaking, I got to play because I can't play, you know, in the back room when the baby's sleeping and stuff. Well, that's the only time I'm ever playing anyways, when the baby's sleeping. so, yeah, it's in the living room and stuff like that. Need to get a new TV, man, because I don't know if it's my HDMI cord or the TV itself. But, bro, there be times I'm like in a freaking boss battle and the shit just turns off. Oof. Bro, like it'll turn off, and then like it's like a good like freaking 5 seconds before it turns back on. Like I don't lose anything or nothing gets restarted. Like the PlayStation doesn't get restarted. It's just the TV itself.
Right, the TV's off.
And I'm like, bro, I'd be so bad, dude. I'd be so bad. And like I gotta hold it in because I'm like the baby sleeping. So like,
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
nah, that's not cool.
Oh man, hey, a lot of topics, man. A lot of topics.
So what's up? Yeah, what's up?
I don't even know where to start right now. Freaking, I think the main one right now, UFC. All right, freaking, Dana White got his work cut out for him, and I think it's always just crazy. You know, just always seeing these last minute freaking, sub-ins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's one thing if it's one guy. All right, UFC 294. 2 guys, all right, main event and co-main event, bro. Like
that's a lot, bro.
Like good thing Dana White don't got no hair, because for sure,
bro, the shit. Main event and the co-main,
main event and co-main. Main event was Islam versus Charlie Alvarez. All right, that was gonna be the rematch. All right, freaking for the lightweight title. All right. And then freaking co-main event, all right. How do you say his name? Shmakovich.
It's funny because those Eastern European fighters, like I can either say their first name or their last name. I can never really say both of them. Kazmat,
and then it was freaking I just had it right. Pablo Costa.
Right.
All right. So Charlie Alvarez out, bro. Pictures of it. I saw it. I saw it got posted. It was posted on ESPN MMA on that page.
Right.
Like that, and it was one of those. You know how like if it's graphic, like you gotta like
click on it. Open it.
Yeah, because they give you a little notice. All right, like that. Well, they did it. I opened it up, bro. Fucking huge
on
cash.
Instagram.
Yeah, it was on Instagram. Huh. Nah, it's already off.
Really?
Yeah, I guess it's that graphic. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. It was there for a split second, like that. I don't think you're gonna find it. Double check for sure, bro. Yeah, it was super nasty cut, bro. All right, like that, right across his brow. No way that he's gonna heal or like that. And Dana White came out too, saying like, yeah, ain't no way he's gonna be ready and healed up like that. Like, you take a punch or anything and it's gonna split right back open. It was nasty. And you know what sucks about it too, bro? All right, when he like freaking very last round of training. All right.
Oof.
Yeah, like talk about like all right, this is the last training. We're gonna. Oh, you got it? Is it? Yes, that bro.
Bro,
deep,
that's not good.
Super nasty, deep. Yeah, right across the brow. All right, like that. Yeah, for sure. Then Pablo Costa, like caught nasty staph on his right elbow. Had to go into surgery, get it drained like that, and he had freaking like a nasty like freaking incision from the surgery or on his elbow. Like that, a lot of stitches. Freaking, he was still talking about like, I ain't no bitch. I'm still gonna fight you. Like, nah, you're 3 weeks out. Like, ain't no way like that. So they couldn't even bend his elbow, because from the staph and stuff like that. We just talked about.
So that means but that probably means he wasn't really training either.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's probably one of those things like he was still training with it, and it was probably like annoying him until it got to the point it's like, nah, bro, you need to get that checked out. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to get it cleared up and freaking and really getting some inflammatories and
putting hydrocortisone from CVS on it.
Yeah, you know, some freaking Vicks rub. I don't know.
But you know, Tiger Balm.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though, bro. What's your trainer doing?
That's what I'm talking about, right? Like they probably like, nah, man, you can train through it, you can fight through it. You know, it looks like just regular stuff. Like you could, you know, like something. I bet you some stupid, like, you know,
right,
advice like that. You know,
because your trainer should see it and be like, oh, let's get that knocked out so we can get rid of these 2-3 days today, and then we could be good on the back end instead of waiting until.
So, you know,
2 weeks out.
It reminds me of, like, you know, with athletes, you know what I mean? It's specifically with athletes, because there's a lot of times that I'm always hearing, you know, thing about overtraining. How do you feel about overtraining?
I definitely think you can. I think it's a thing.
Yeah.
But it's not. I don't think it's like when people like, oh, you're overtrained, you need to sit down and not do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just means that you need to revamp what you do. Like, instead of heavy sparring, go play touch butt in the park.
Yeah, there's levels of training,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that for sure, that you can increase or decrease like that.
I like to play touch butt in the park.
Yeah, you know, I'm like, whatever it is to get the cardio in, for sure, do it.
Right, right.
But like for me, I feel like, okay, overtraining is irrelevant if you're moving two big rocks, okay?
Right.
And that's your sleep and your nutrition.
Right.
Okay. If you're matching your type of lifestyle of training, of how hard you're going in like that, where you're still freaking replenishing yourself with the calories that you burn, plus you're able to freaking, you know, get the rest, you know, like that, right. The sleep, recharge. To recover and recharge. Yeah, I don't feel like, you know, you're ever gonna run into a thing where you're burnt out, you know what I mean? Because right. That's what overtraining is. It's like, okay, now you're burning, you know, the candle for both ends.
Right.
You know, and then freaking you're not even getting the nutrition in, and then you're not freaking getting the sleep in like that. Of course, yeah, you're gonna burn out.
You're gonna crash.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? So the reason I say this is because, all right, with overtraining, all right, especially with athletes, you know, athletes tend to, you know, push themselves hard, you know, because just their threshold for, you know, for pain tolerance and stuff like that.
Right,
you know, like, you know, I'm gonna push through it. You know, no days off.
I gotta get better.
You know, you know, freaking I'm gonna be a champion. You know, things like that. That's their mindset. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
1%
you know,
every day.
Yeah. So, but the thing about it is, like, all right, it's not what you can tolerate. It's what you know, what's applicable.
Right.
You know, like that. And so, like, when you run into these things like that, you know, especially with, like, you know, infections and things like that, I was like, okay, I get that you're a badass and stuff, but, you know, this is out of your control. Fix it.
And you're putting the whole gym at risk.
Yeah, you know,
because you're running around with, but you know, see, that's the thing. Like, so, I've trained with guys, and there's some guys like famous dude, Kit Dale. Jiu-jitsu guy.
I'm horrible with names.
Yeah,
you show me a picture.
Yeah,
like,
he's
okay,
a bald head Australian dude. He started doing I think he's doing like stunts and stuff right now. But he used to always say, like, I don't drill. And then Andre Galvao was like, drillers are killers. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you can have, no matter what your discipline is, you can have days where you spar.
Yeah.
And days where you're still training, but you're just drilling. You're going through the motions. You're making sure that you're getting your cardio up. You're honing your technique without having the pressure against you, and that'll help keep you fresh from overtraining. Mm-hmm. What these guys are doing is probably like those videos that we keep sending back and forth with each other, where you have those fucking meathead gyms where the guys are going and they're getting into full on fights in the gym, and you're like,
that one gym I think is in Miami, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You're like, bro, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Like, where's the coach at?
I'm sure that's like the average life of a dude at that gym is like 3 months, and then people are like, I'm out. I can't do it, because this shit's not sustainable.
I don't get it, bro.
That's the other thing, like you were just saying, like if you want longevity. Mm-hmm. You have to do what it takes for longevity.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
You got to preserve your.
You see, and that's another thing too. Okay, so let's go back to overtraining, right? Because perfect personal experience for me. Okay, and talking about, you know, just fucking, you know, just having that mindset, like look, on hindsight, looking back, it's pretty stupid. Okay, so I was getting ready for a fight. All right, one of my pro fights, and like, man, I would say probably a month into my fight, I just had this like nagging pain on the left side of my like in the left side of my lower back. You know what I mean? And I was like, to me, I just kept on telling myself, oh, maybe I just strained my lower back from the workouts, from the, you know, I was lifting to, and, you know, alongside of my sparring and my pad hitting and stuff like that. And like, man, it just didn't go away. It got to a point, man, where freaking like I had to like sitting down like that. I was at like I remember I was at a U of H game. All right. I was bent over the whole game, just sitting down, just holding myself, bro, because it just hurt so bad. I didn't know what the fuck it was. Damn. You know what I mean? Turns out I had kidney stones. All right. Now, tell me why I knew it was kidney stones. The only reason I knew it was kidney stones because I already passed it. You know, freaking when it was already too late. You know what I mean? I remember I came home one night, freaking, and like, you know, still like I think it was a night that I was sparring too. Like, you know, like while I was moving and everything, it really didn't affect me. But bro, I'm telling you, as soon as I stopped moving and I got home and tried to relax and stuff, bro, like my whole side was just killing me like that. And I just didn't understand what it was. But I was like, man, I'm like, I got a fucking fight coming up. You know what I mean? I got to fight. You know what I mean? And so, bro, I ended up freaking, ended up passing it. And like that, and like, have you ever had kidney stones?
No, bro.
Bro, like,
I've seen one though.
It's crazy, bro.
They're
like,
gnarly.
Like that, like, you know.
It's like this.
I passed 2 little pebbles out. You know what I mean? And like I was telling Saul, you know, like towards the end and stuff, he's like, man, it kind of sounds like you have kidney stones like that. I was like, man, and at the time I was only like 24, 25. And I was like, okay, I'm not fucking old and
I'm not old man.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, and shit like that. I was like, why the fuck I got kidney stones and stuff like that? But, you know, it was from a calcium buildup. You know what I mean? And you can get it from anything. Like, you know, again, you know, for me, you know, I'm big on ice cream like that. You can even get it, you know, another thing, a doctor, when I went into the hospital and stuff, the doctor was like, yeah, you know, do you eat a lot of spinach? I was like, man, I love spinach. You know what I mean? That you can get it from that, you know, but it was from just a huge calcium buildup over time like that. It's not necessary just from drinking a lot of sugar or eating a lot of sugar or drinking Cokes and stuff, because that's what you normally hear all the time, you know, back then. No, but it was a calcium buildup. Ended up passing it, bro. I was like, and like when it came out, I was like, oh, like just to see a river of blood coming out of your fucking, you know, your dick. I'm like, what the fuck?
What just happened?
Like that, yeah.
I'm going
like,
straight to the hospital.
Yeah, you know, freaking I packed an overnight bag, went to the VA hospital. Like I had no insurance, nothing like that, bro. Right. Freaking, yeah, and sure enough, man.
VA. They took care of you?
Yeah, you know, so I did that. Like, luckily, you know, that's you know what I did have,
bro.
Yeah, but you know, that's what you just go. Like athletes itself, you know, just have a huge, you know, pain tolerance. You know what I mean? That mindset, you know, of, you know, and like that, and it's like, nah, like, you know, go ahead and just. You know, it's something that I could have probably just took care of like real quick, you know what I mean? Or like ultimately didn't even have to, I think I spent like 3 nights in the hospital. You know what I mean?
Shit,
yeah. You know what I mean? They were just monitoring my, you know, my kidney levels and stuff like that. Make sure I didn't do a lot of damage when as the freaking, the stone was traveling down, because that's what I was feeling every single time, bro. I was like every time I was having those huge pains and stuff like that, it kept just moving down. I was like, oh, bro, like that shit hurts, bro.
It sounds for sure. Bro.
Yeah. But back to UFC 294, bro. Yeah, there's this one dude on there. All right, man. You know, what's your whole thing with these Dagestan fighters, huh? How you?
I feel like they have like they kind of feel like they have like that pride, like they have a culture to obtain.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, like. You know, I'm doing this for my country.
Yeah.
But I also feel like they haven't made it yet.
Yeah.
And so because they haven't made it yet, that the hunger level is universal.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, that's why I like, you know, a lot of Brazilian. I'll never count a Brazilian guy out, bro, because they're fighting for totally different reasons. Man, you know what I mean? Like,
way different.
Yeah, they're trying to get out and they trying to eat. Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? And these Dagestan fighters too, man. They're on a different level too, as for, you know, just being super hungry like that.
And so this is probably an unpopular opinion,
mm-hmm.
right? But I feel like we have so many rights in America
mm-hmm.
that we make ourselves soft.
Oh yeah, man. No, for sure. You know, I'm like we've been living in a very soft, you know, freaking country for a very long time, just because the amenities that we have, the
Right.
comforts and everything
Right.
like that. You know, and so like a lot of times, you know, yeah, for sure, you know, they get a little piece that they get their, you know, what is it? What do they call it? Like 20 seconds of fame or what?
15 minutes.
15 minutes of fame. That's it, and that's it. You know, it's enough. It's just enough for them to, you know, to freaking make a good, you know, a good buck, and then they're out. You know what I mean? They ain't trying to like stay on top of it. Yeah, for sure.
Bro, you when you're trying to eat,
Mm-hmm.
when you're trying to have, it's just the same. You know, the kid that's coming out and in high school and college is just, you know, trying to stop sleeping in the same bed as his eight brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
He's gonna play football way different
Mm-hmm.
than the guy who's got his own room and whose dad bought him a, you know, used VW Beetle to go to school with. Like
Yeah.
he's just gonna play different.
Yeah.
He just got his hunger is different, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that hunger and that.
So,
Dagestan, bro.
man, I don't even know how many Magomedovs. So, bro, these Russian names. Yeah.
That's everybody there. That's all their last name is.
There's probably like 10 of them now across the board for you know,
For
UFC.
they're all brothers, bro.
Yeah,
They're all brothers,
and they're all undefeated. Right?
It's the same guy.
So there's this guy headlining UFC 294, 17-0. All right, he's a Nagomedov. All right, think about him too, bro. All right, when he got one eye, bro. All right, his other one, let me pull him up, bro.
Whoa. Which one is this? He's on.
He's right here. All right, like that. Check out his page, dude. Like that. I'm not sure if he's blind from the eye, but it's not colored. It's like white. You know, I don't know where that comes from, or like, you know, if that's a birth defect or something like that.
Maybe, maybe.
And I'm not sure if he's fully blind out of it too, because I wouldn't expect if you know that you know he could fight like that. You know, shit. You know, they were trying to kick freaking Bisbee out when you know when.
Yeah, that looks blind. Bro.
Yeah, you know, so yeah, but a dude freaking, you know, literally fighting with one arm and stuff like that, and he's supposed to be the next big thing, you know, like that.
So, I mean, I'm not counting anybody out because that's not my way. But I was watching Fight to Win the other night, like last week. Mm-hmm. Guy was a double amputee, bro. One leg was amputated below the knee. The other one was above the knee.
Yeah.
Bro didn't get his guard pass and submitted the guy with a toe hold.
He did.
I don't, bro. I'm not laughing with you, bro. I was like, that's cheating because you don't have it, but he submitted the guy with a toe hold.
Bro, like, how many times have you heard, you know, like, or like seen, you know, like a guy with like an amputee, you know, competing with other guys that are just, you know, able-bodied,
right?
And like that, and then like you're like, oh, that's kind of like cheating. Like the biggest one off the top of the head. Remember, freaking South African runner,
Oscar Pistorius.
Oscar Pistorius.
Yep.
Little Tink Tink.
Tink Tink. Little Tink Tink. Little Tink Tink still in prison. I think he's pretty much.
Yeah. For life, you know, he was found guilty for killing his wife or fiance. Yeah, like that, whatever.
Tink.
Like that, you know. But then I tell you one, all right. I believe he's a 2-time NCAA champ. All right, for Arizona State University. Oh God, what is his name? I can see his face right now, bro. Let me look it up real quick. But he only had one leg. All right. Robles. Something Robles. Anthony Robles. That's his name. Look him up.
Wow.
Yeah, Anthony Robles. Okay. 2-time state champ.
The wrestler.
The wrestler. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. So this right here is where I feel freaking, you know, like there's an argument where like, man, I wouldn't say it's cheating, but he did have an advantage. You know what I mean? Just for you know, I mean, if he had both his legs, he would not be fighting at, I believe the lightest weight then was like, heavier, 125. You know what I mean? Yeah, he would have easily been like a 145 if he had that other leg. You know what I mean? So like, you know, freaking his upper body was way bigger than these other guys.
Right.
But the thing about it is like, man, let's think about a shop. You know what I mean? Let's think about, imagine freaking going through a shop, you know, at this, all right? You're on the collar tie. You know what I mean? You do a duck under. You shoot in for the single leg. All right. And as soon as you snatch up that single leg, all right, we're always taught to start chasing, all right, the far side ankle. Okay. That far side ankle is not there. You know what I mean?
The dude's already, he's halfway to the shot.
And the thing about him, man, you know, he adapted so well to freaking his, you know, disablement, you know, like that. Like, it's crazy, you know, if you can just imagine, you know, freaking what a snake does when they're about to strike.
Right.
What do they do? They curl up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what he did. He freaking curled that one leg up like that, and he stayed small, and he would just launch out and freaking snatch up singles or doubles like that. And his upper body was just so strong. Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like things like that, like man, like he got so he perfected, you know, freaking, and really took it, you know, freaking to the next level of you know, the cards that were handed to him. And no one can stop him. But then at the same time, it's like, it kind of sucked because I'm like, man, you know, you're just so used to freaking doing, you know, muscle memory, you know, and, you know, a single leg chase the double like that. But it's not there. You know what I mean? I'm like, can you know, so.
Bro, there's a dude, the one-arm basketball player. Have you seen him?
Oh, yeah. Bro, that dude is nice.
That dude is nice.
Nice.
Bro. I'm like, y'all can't stop him?
I don't know who he is at all.
His name was like, it's Hansel Emmanuel. His dude has one arm.
Yeah.
But he's only going to the left, bro. He's not going the other way.
Force him to the right.
Right. Like, what are you doing? But bro, he's nice. Like crossover drill and dunking on boys. Like, ooh. Yeah. He's nice. So it's it's good. I love to see people adapt to this. It's amazing. But I do kind of feel like, because here's the other thing. So I think we may have talked about this before, like off scene. So what are you if you're the guy though? Like, you're the able-bodied guy.
All right, here's a true story. All right, true story. Okay, you can look up this too. All right, because this guy he no arms, no legs. I don't know his name at all.
Okay.
All right, he was a wrestler too. All right, for North Carolina, for a school in North Carolina. Okay, if this dude had both his arms and his legs, all right, he would have easily been like a heavyweight. Okay, he won an ESPY. Okay, an ESPY award. All right, so look up no arms, no leg wrestler that won ESPY award. Okay, he beat out. I believe he beat out freaking. I don't even.
Kyle Maynard.
Yep. That's who it is. Yep. All right, freaking. All right, my friend in high school went against him. All right.
Okay.
Like that, lost 2-1, I believe. Like that.
Ooh.
You know, I'm like, how do you feel? Like, talk about like, God, like, you know, like what are you supposed to think? What are you supposed to feel? You know what I mean? I like. Obviously, this guy has adopted to his deficiencies, you know, freaking his disablements and stuff like that, you know, as best as possible, where now he can, still perform at an elite level. But I'm like,
bro, scored 2 points.
Like, you know, that could it was very hard. So that tournament, the tournament that my friend lost to, huge tournament. All right, I believe in North Carolina it's called the Tiger Invitational. All right, okay. In freaking Charlottesville, North Carolina is like a real big freaking tournament like that. So if your school gets invited, like your school, you know, doing things. You know, it's one of those that. All right, and so freaking he ended up losing like that. So he ended up that guy made it to the finals. All right. Tell me how the guy, all right, he lost in the finals. Okay. All right. Can you guess freaking what the guy did, you know, to finally score a point on him?
Body slam.
Nah, not a body slam. Dude literally freaking snapped his head down and cleared him, jumped over him, turned the corner to take his bag to get 2 points. That's
amazing.
I was like, it's not like you're shooting a single or doubles on this dude, right, or trying to freaking, you know, go, you know, a body lock on him and pancake him to his back or nothing like that. Like, I'm telling you, like, if you look at him, bro, if he had both his arms and his legs, he easily would be. Bro. I would put him about like 6'1", 225, bro, if he had both his arms and legs. Dude, like I remember looking at his workouts. All right, like that, because he has nubs. Where is it? He still has like about almost to his elbow nubs, right?
Yeah.
They would freaking put medical strength bands on his nubs, all right, with freaking 245 plates freaking tied to each medical band, and he would do butterflies like that. That's how he would get his workout in.
What?
Yes, like that. Yeah. Like,
bro, that dude was decked out, bro.
His freaking torso was just built, bro. I'm like, how is this even possible? Like, bro, you can't even compute it. You know, your mind can't compute it.
That's nasty.
Yeah,
bro.
but like to be the guy to like lose to someone like that is like, talk about like a head game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they've got that other guy who's wrestling with no legs.
Yeah, and he became a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about like that. I don't know his Zion. Yeah, I don't know his last name, but yeah, Zion Zion
Clark.
something. Yeah, him
Zion
too.
Clark.
Yeah, but that,
bro. This dude.
I'm like, his upper body, bro. It's just ridiculous. He's walking everywhere on his hands, bro.
Yeah,
forearm,
no way.
His grips. I'm like, bro, can you imagine his grips?
No.
I'm like,
because it's
yeah.
But so I get it, right? Like I get it, but I just feel like that's an unfair advantage. No, I mean, and I'm talking about like
there's an argument. It is an argument, you know. Like, but I'm like, hey, like you can't really say nothing. Like,
see, that's the thing though. But so you and me, you go, hey man, I'm getting ready for a fight to do the southpaw. Okay, I'll spar with you southpaw. We can find southpaws to train with you, bro. I'm getting ready to fight a dude with no legs. How do I get ready for this? Like, y'all just lay on the ground so I can punch you.
Yeah, you're not gonna find a training partner.
You're not gonna find a training partner, and so now you have to adapt your whole game to that.
Yeah,
like what if you're like,
and that's why I go back to that Anthony Robbins guys, because your whole game is, you know, your muscle memory kicks in and stuff like that of knowing what to do when you're in certain situations. Well, you guess what? That arm or that limb or whatever, it's not there. So like, you know, I'm
that
like,
ankle pick.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, you just can't do it. It's not gonna be there. You know what I mean?
But I do enjoy watching the matches, bro. They're crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, you know, especially with a lot of these guys, because they're just so low to the freaking ground. I'm like, your kicks, your knees are out of questions for any headshots. Right. Yeah, like I get it. You know, it's pretty good.
Well, and then I mean, like, how would you take them down? Because are they already down? Like, what is considered a takedown?
Well, it has to either be full back control or full like side control or mount control. That's the only way you're gonna be able to do it. You know what I mean? Because you're not scoring any points on them. Like, let's say if it's a jiu-jitsu match, you know what I mean? You're not scoring points on them, freaking like that, because they're already in guard. You know. So yeah, you're talking about going straight to, like, you know, side control mount, knee on belly, and freaking back control or back mount, because, you know, so if they don't have legs or something like that, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, good luck on that. That ain't happening. These dudes, you know, too strong, too powerful with the limbs that they do have,
bro. With the limbs they do have,
yeah,
because you work them all the time. No hate, because I went to Santa Fe, New Mexico. 4 or 5 years ago. I was still a blue belt. I rode with a purple belt. He had one leg.
Yeah.
Bro, this dude's guard was, it was 10 minutes, bro, before I ever even got close to passing his guard, because they know how to deal with what they're dealing with, and you don't know how to deal with it. But it's fun though.
Yeah.
It's a fun roll. But
hey, good on them people for sure. All right, they ain't let fucking life get them down. All right, like that, and they fucking, you know, they're like, fuck this. I'm still gonna show people that I can be a champion. You know what I mean?
And I'm fucking.
You know, yeah.
But okay. So that's what. So I had a dude, because if you're the guy that's in the opposite match. So once, a long time ago, I was in a tournament in San Antonio, Austin, and the guy's coach walked up to me and he said, "Hey, you're gonna fight my guy next. You're gonna annihilate him." He was like, "But just give him a chance." He's like, "That's him right there," and it was like a 75-year-old blue belt.
I thought you were gonna, like, he had cerebral palsy or something.
No,
like,
well, I mean, but you know, and I'm looking and I'm like, man, what is this? Right? Like
they couldn't find no one in his age.
Well, that's the thing though. So you're like, because 75. So there's not that many Master 8s or whatever is out there. And then you're a Master 8 blue belt. So it means you just started this. So most 70-year-olds are like, I'm gonna go learn jiu-jitsu. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, damn. First, I'm not gonna lose, right? I'm not doing that.
Get up a quick, 10, 12 points,
bro. And then, literally, all I did was pull guard, got a sweep, and then just stayed safe.
Mm-hmm.
Like and like when I say stayed safe, like he was going for sweeps and stuff, and if he knocked me out, I just made sure that I stayed on top and didn't get scored on.
Mm-hmm.
That was it, because I was like, I'm not gonna lose. But then you feel like kind of bad because you're like, and he was like, thanks for rolling with me. He was a cool guy, but you feel kind of bad, but you're like,
no,
I don't want to lose.
I paid $100. I'm gonna win.
Yeah, I don't want to lose. Like, what are we doing here?
You DJ Khaled, I don't lose.
Another one.
Like that. All right, man. Going back to UFC 94, man. Hey, kudos on Dana White. Freaking to find those replacements. All right, like that. And so, we didn't even talk about freaking, who replaced him. You know what I mean, like that. So Charlie's out. All right. Gets in Volkanovski. Okay. I like that fight. I like that rematch.
I like that fight, bro.
I just don't like that fight on an 11-day notice. Okay. I had this conversation with one of my students. He was trying to put $20 on the fight, talking about Volkanovski's gonna win. I'm like, look, I like the fight. I like the rematch. Volkanovski gave him a hell of a fucking run. Lost to a very freaking close judge's decision and stuff like that. A lot of people fucking say that he won.
I was gonna say.
All right, but let's think about freaking the situation the first time. He had a full camp
for him.
Yeah. For that guy.
I'm preparing for you.
What I mean?
Yeah.
And like I tell people all the time, you could be in shape, okay? You could be a freaking, 5, 6, 7 times a week working out and just being in the gym, training like that. It's different from being fight shape.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
All right. I was like, it's totally different.
And it's not jiu-jitsu tournament the same.
And I can't even.
It's fight the same.
I can't even really explain why it's not the same. You know what I mean?
No.
But the thing is, it's just
not the same. It's the mindset, bro.
Yeah. It's a lot of things, man. The
when
training
you come to
itself.
the gym every day and train, like I'm training to move. I'm training to get the technique. I'm training to. And you may even be training with the purpose.
Yeah, you're more like just coasting, you know what I mean?
But it's not that.
But like, then in a fight thing, like you have the mindset, like, you know what? I gotta get it. I gotta make sure that I could turn this dog on at any time and pull back. Like, it's every day you're always running freaking, 100 sprints within freaking a marathon. You know what I mean?
Bro,
within that training.
It's a lot, bro.
Like that.
It's a lot. It's different.
And so, I love the fight. I just wish it would have been another freaking full camp for both of them. You know what I mean? And obviously
for both of them.
Yeah. Islam. Right. Yeah, Islam's
right,
straight. You know what I mean? And Islam over there, he's fine freaking, tweeting out, "Oh, don't let this be an excuse." You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Okay, like at the end of the day, bro, it's still 11-day notice. You know what I mean? Like, so.
But it's not. But it's not just 11 days because somebody's getting ready to fight Floyd Mayweather. Mm-hmm. That's one type of fighter.
Have you ever heard of a boxing match going on an 11-day notice? Like a major fight like that?
I
don't think I've ever heard of a boxing match ever like.
Not that I can remember, because I'm getting ready for this person and their techniques, and now I'm just gonna switch to somebody else.
Yeah. Well,
now I have to. I mean, because it's not just what I can do. It's watching the tape. It's looking at them. It's knowing them. It's knowing what they can do.
That's why I don't get so caught up in watching film a lot like that. I'm like, you know what, you got to be well-rounded and freaking and just, you need
just do your thing.
Yeah, not do your thing, but you need to be the first to do your thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that. Like game plans, like, yeah, there might be like one thing that you really need to focus on game plan, but like a game plan, like, how we're going to do this and this and this, you know what I mean? Like, nah, because it's just like what Mike Tyson said, everybody got a game plan until what? You get punched, you get punched in the mouth.
You know what I mean? Oh, shit.
Like that. Yeah. And all your game plan goes out the window, and then guess what you start to do? You start to go to your strengths, you know what I mean? Like that.
That first fight was so close.
Yeah.
That they would both benefit from a full camp to get ready for the other.
So I love the fight. I just don't like it on 11-day notice. Okay. Yeah. And then the other fight, freaking replacing Costa is Usman. All right. Like that.
I don't know, man.
Usman is on his, on the back nine.
That's what, bro.
I feel like
he's
starting to really wind down. Plus, he's going up in weight class too. This is not even his weight class. He's going up in weight class. All right, and I don't feel that he's a strong wrestler like freaking he used to be in his earlier career like this to be going against freaking Chimaev like this. You know what I mean?
Chimaev, yeah.
And so again, on 11-day notice, you know what I mean? He's heavier. Like that, and he's for sure. I could just see the cardio aspect really taking a toll on him.
I mean, he might be in that situation that Rumble was in. Remember, because Rumble kept cutting weight.
Mm-hmm.
He was fighting down in the lower class.
Has he missed any weight weight cuts before? I don't think I've ever.
No, he was making a weight, but he was cutting down to a smaller weight class, and he was not doing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went up a class and started doing a whole lot better.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, but not on
maybe. But 11-day notice.
Yeah, again, 11-day notice, and he's like, bro, he's known for being seen in the club, and freaking really taking his off season, really getting off the off season.
Well, so
I mean,
you remember? I mean, even when you were fighting regularly and staying consistent,
mm-hmm.
right? Weigh in and training, that's 15 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta. I've been training, but I've not been getting ready for a fight, and now all of a sudden I have to lose 15 pounds to get ready. Like,
and it's all the wrong way too to get like that.
It's 11. It's 11 days. It can only be the wrong way.
Yeah, you know what I mean, because I'm like, for me, like typically for me, I love always staying around 10 pounds to try to do a 10-pound cut.
Right.
You know what I mean? The biggest one I would ever do is probably 15 pounds. Because I fought at 145, so I'll probably always float around 155, 160.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then on a typically a 3 to 4 camp, you know what I mean? Obviously you try to want to do a 4-month camp, like that, but even with a 3-month camp, that's still a great time, to phase your your workouts and stuff like that, because every month I'm like, I'm going through those calorie cut deficits, like that, and getting my body acclimated to performing at a high level with less calories and things like that. And so on 11 days, everything is out the door. You know what I mean? Like, we got to cut all the water out, sauna time, shit like that, all the little towels,
bra, laying in the blankets and shit.
Freaking bath salt fucking treatment and shit like that, and and then right now with the whole hydration clauses and stuff like that with UFC, they don't let you do that shit a lot too often like that.
Because it's dangerous.
Yeah, it's very dangerous.
It's dangerous, bro.
People have died from it.
It's those videos of Cyborg, those videos of there's several videos.
Bro, those I've seen videos with Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's weight cuts has been freaking super nasty. Freaking Dillashaw, bro. I saw one like that. Bro, skin and bones.
Dead, bro.
Yeah,
I thought he was dead, bro.
I like you. People don't understand, like, when you're getting to like as low as you can like that. I tell people like that. Have you ever heard your eyes blink before? I'm like that is a crazy, like, your body is at a weird place, you know what I mean? You're super loopy and lethargic like that.
Crusty ass lips,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah. There ain't enough freaking lip balm, no Carmex.
Nah, they don't make enough. You just dip your face in some fucking Vaseline, bro, and you're
I remember, like, I'm just there, like, just savoring an ice cube in my mouth, on the way.
Renee held me up on the scale once.
Like, bro, it's tough, bro.
Bro, so tough. Remember, I was 250 when I started.
Mm-hmm.
I weighed in for a tournament, jiu-jitsu tournament, at 168, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I got there. I'm on the scale, bro. Renee was next to me. Renee held me up on the scale, like I stood and he was like, boop. like don't fall. Yeah. I was like, nah, bro. It's a lot, bro.
Nah, yeah. So talking about freaking rules and stuff like that. Have you heard of this thing with the USADA? Yeah, UFC USADA freaking cutting ties. All right. You know why, right? Have you gone a little deeper way? All right, this whole Conor McGregor thing is why. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, bro. All right, this whole, freaking, because Dana White already lost out on freaking making the match happen. All right, freaking the first time, because I think they were supposed to fight when did the last tough finish? That was like 2 months ago. They were supposed to fight 2 months ago in the summer.
Probably, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sounds about right.
But then Conor McGregor's dumbass fucking didn't enter the USADA freaking pool, all right, to start to get freaking drug, the random drug tests and things like that, and then Dana White, I was reading in, he wanted, kind of special treatment, on this case, so he can get fucking Conor McGregor to fucking get tested and freaking and approved so he can fucking finally fight, get him on the fight card and make this fight happen.
Wow.
Conor McGregor just barely like 2-3 weeks ago freaking finally entered himself into the USADA pool. Okay. So there's still no fight, because they're putting this fight out, for the Conor McGregor freaking Chandler fight in December. It's not gonna happen. Because freaking Conor McGregor still freaking barely put himself into the drug pool. You saw the freaking at minimum it's a 6-month minimum, all right, before you could be freaking finally approved to finally start to fight like that. And then on top of that, USADA can freaking hold you longer in the pool, all right, if they want to, all right. So they've been going back and forth with Dana White, trying to get, special treatment to make this freaking, finally get this fight of that. And USADA's like, nah, we ain't doing it. You know what I mean? So good on them. You know what I mean? They freaking, obviously they hold a high standard, and they're not just going to let anyone just like Conor McGregor fucking fly under the radar just because he's a big name. All right. Nah. You know what I mean? Should have fucking, done your part and got him in the name like that. All right. If anything, all right. If anything, Dana White needs to be handling freaking Conor McGregor and be like, bro, you're done. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm suing you for X amount of fucking money.
That's typically It's either fighter promotion, fighter manager fault. Yeah. Like I'm not supposed to go to him.
So now as a freaking 2023 at the end of December 2023, you saw this freaking cutting ties like that. Now let's think about what's gonna happen now. Because there's going to be this weird, limbo freaking start of January 1st, 2024. Tell me freaking how many, guys are going to just magically start to perform, 100% better.
They say that UFC will use drug-free sport to collect drug samples beginning next year.
What does that mean?
That's some agency because it's
that's an agency.
It's led by George Pyro as independent administrator. It's a former FBI agent. Now I'll tell you this. I'm just gonna be. I'm a firm. We talked about this before. Mm-hmm. I'm a firm believer in getting what you pay for.
Of course.
Right. I'm a firm believer. I have no fucking idea who drug-free sport is. I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who George Pyro is.
It's gonna be someone in freaking Dana White's pocket that he'd be like, "Hey, bro, all right, I need this guy freaking approved." Okay, got it.
Or Dana White says, I need you to make this match.
Yeah.
And then I get to the guy as the promoter and be like, hey, my guy really needs to pass this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hope I see him on freaking December 31st.
Right.
I got you. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, and
bro, but like, I just feel like, man, like, I think it's gonna be Pandora's box is gonna be open, all right, and freaking it's just be a shit show of people that I'm like,
bro, I was saying
this is my last chance, to freaking make a UFC title run.
Here it comes.
It's taping.
Where's the trick?
Yeah, it's that. It's just what's Ronnie Coleman, like that. Oh, it was just Tess and D-ball and freaking some trend and HGH.
I wouldn't use steroids.
Yeah.
I just don't like
20 pounds overnight.
I'm just like, man. But here's the so this is from a business standpoint, right? Mm-hmm. From a business standpoint. And doing good business, I feel like that's part of your contract signing.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I feel this all should fall on Conor.
Well, it should, mm-hmm. But I feel like it's one of those things where it's like when you come in to sign the contract, we got this fight scheduled for you. You come in to sign the contract. When you come in to sign the contract, like the guy from USADA is right there for you to register. Like it's right there. Mm-hmm. We're gonna start doing all these little things from the very beginning, because for me, as a promoter, as a UFC, I've got to put money behind the promotion. I've got to find a venue. I've got to do, like, I've got to invest money into this. I'm not gonna let you fuck it up because I love fighters. I fight, but bro, you could have CTE. Like, I'm not gonna leave my money in your hands and just expect that you're gonna go out and do all the shit that you need to do. Yeah. Like, no, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it right here. Everything's done, and now you just have to follow up. But it's definitely Conor McGregor's fault because he didn't do it.
You know, so
him and his agency, that's fucked up.
Just another headache on Danny White's freaking, freaking.
I would thump the whole match, bro.
And then, but it's it's one of the biggest freaking fights that everybody's been anticipating, for a while now. You know what I mean?
Especially, you know whose fault it didn't get made?
Huh?
You know whose fault it is it didn't get made?
Conor McGregor. So
be mad at him. Yeah, be mad at him.
He got the money.
Yeah,
all right, he flaunts it everywhere, freaking all over his page like that. Hey, make his ass pay for that shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, especially when you're running a business. All right, there's two things that people hate being messed with. It's their time and it's their money. All right, go ahead, tax that ass,
bro. What I mean? If so, I blew all this money on your first event, so your purse was going to be 50, but now it's going to be 10.
Bro, yes.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
like, you didn't do what you were supposed to do, and I lost all that money that I lost.
You're practically fine for the fans now, so you better fucking give them a show.
we can either recoup it, or we can not have the fight at all.
Yeah.
So would you rather get 10 million or 0 million? It's completely up to you,
bro. I don't know. Knowing his thing, because he ever since he's really cashed out with the, freaking that whole Mayweather payout like that, he's had this godlike, no one can touch me, freaking attitude towards a lot of things and stuff like that. I'm like, hey, someone needs to freaking humble his ass down and be like,
But he's fighting again. But he's fighting again.
For me, honestly, I don't think he's relevant. I don't want to see him fight no more. Like, what was his last round? I mean, his last fucking win. Donald Cerrone, freaking like 2-3 years ago. Bro,
when I look at it like this, I'm gonna find out right now. But I look at it like this. You you had all the opportunity. You made all this money. Like, you were here. You balling. You drove a Rolls Royce to get in your Rolls Royce to take you to another Rolls Royce
to go to your Lamborghini yacht.
Right. But now you're fighting again. Yeah. Which says to me, you need money. Like, that's what it says to me.
Yeah.
Like, like, you got a bunch of fucking money, bro.
Yeah, like, there's a point that it is for the love of the sport. I'm like, freaking, that's all you ever know,
right?
Because how many like, how many freaking fighters like that's the thing about the fight business, bro. I'm like, a lot of these guys been doing it such as a young age, even when they finally make it. Like, look at Canelo, all right?
Right.
Just got paid out $50 million,
bro. Okay? Crazy, bro.
All right. But the thing is that he knows that this is all he's been doing since freaking, I believe it was like 13 years old. I would think he's been doing it since he was 13 or something like that. That's all he ever knows, man. You know what I mean? It's his whole identity is all wrapped up in there like that. And he's still on top of his game. Does he need the money? Fuck no, he doesn't need the money. You know what I mean? But you know what? He loves the sport. He loves freaking putting on a show for his people, all right? And all his fans and things like that. So he's looking for the next fight, So, when he finally hangs up the gloves, all right, there's not going to be a shadow of doubt who's the best freaking boxer, who's the best Mexican boxer, bro, when all those questions come up, all right, they're like, man, Canelo Alvarez, he's cinnamon. All right, like that, yeah,
bro,
for sure.
You would never believe this fucking stat, bro.
What is it,
bro? 3 and 4.
3 and 4. And his
since 2016, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Since 2016.
A freaky a close decision against Nate.
Close decision against Nate.
All right. Freaking then Donald Cerrone.
Eddie Alvarez before that.
Oh, before that?
Right. He pummeled Eddie Alvarez before that.
Eddie Alvarez, then Nate, and then came back freaking like that and avenged his loss to Nate. Then came back and freaking and beat Donald Cerrone with his little shoulder fucking checks or whatever like that. And then ever since that, what? He fucking lost, broken leg, knockout, knockout, then broken leg. Then, you know what I mean?
He lost to Nate, then beat Nate, then beat Eddie Alvarez. Then he lost to Khabib, then beat Cerrone. And then
I thought it was Khabib back to back. Oh.
And then he fought Poirier back to back and lost both of those.
Where's the other Khabib rematch? He fought Khabib twice. I thought that was back to back.
Bro, I've only this is one record for. Let's see what it says under Khabib. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, it was Khabib twice.
He did fight Khabib twice.
So that's a lie. You know what I mean? So he's probably 3-5. You know.
Well, I don't know. Under Khabib, it says he got a neck submission for Khabib. I remember there being 2 fights.
Yeah.
Was there?
There was.
No, I'm not talking about the fight in the bus, like with the bus, because they had that fight where they were throwing chairs.
No, he had the rematch with Khabib and lost again.
I remember that. Huh. That's on both of their wiki pages are there. Khabib v. McGregor. Let's see what was the deal with that. Khabib v. McGregor too. Oh, January 13th, 2023. Khabib never got his chance to avenge his loss to Khabib Nurmagomedov. Dana White, we did our best. I guess they didn't have one.
Damn. Are we tripping?
Bro, I feel like there was a second fight.
Yeah.
But I also remember him getting beaten up really badly. And I remember initially Khabib saying there's no reason for me to fight him again. I do remember that. And I remember they had like a huge beef.
I thought there was a 2. At least it was promoted.
I think they were talking about. I know they were talking about it pretty heavy.
I think we tripping, bro.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, then after the leg, once he broke his leg, that's it for sure.
Then he had, then he went on the circus fights. He had like
well, once he cashed out with Mayweather, then that's it. And he lost that one too.
right.
Yeah. So
I mean, the dude. Look, I get it, man, but I'm not interested in watching.
No,
I'm not interested in watching the kid fight.
No.
And I certainly don't want them to put it at the headline, to any card, and all that stuff. Bro, 3-7 since 2016. That's a lot of time, bro.
Yeah.
That's like twilight of your career.
No, yeah, for sure. Freaking. We talked about this. When he first came back, talking, getting a call out from challengers like that, and I don't know what episode it was like that, and when I posted it on YouTube and stuff like that, the main headline is Conor McGregor still relevant, and there is some chatter on there, and there was one guy, remember, he's like, yes, he is still relevant. I'm like, nah, I don't think he is. Not at all. So. Dude is not doing nothing no more. You know what I mean? If you're talking the talk, but you ain't walking the walk no more, like no one gives a shit no more. Especially on a fucking 5-6 fucking losing streak.
Nothing from Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier is good.
Yeah.
Taking nothing away from Donald Cerrone. He's one of my favorite UFC fighters of all time. But after the Khabib fight, I feel like Conor had like there was nothing left to him after that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like Khabib was the top of the division. He was the top of the division. He beat you, and then he retired.
Yeah.
But he beat you.
Yeah.
Badly. What are you gonna do now? And then you go
and see, but the thing is that he beat you. The champ beat you. Then at the time, I think Poirier was either freaking number 1 contender or probably interim. Like he was for sure like top 3.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that. That dude beat you twice, and then freaking on top of that, you break your leg off. You know what I mean? He knocked you out, and then you break your leg. I'm like, man, it's time to like really have that hard talk to yourself, and like, you know what? It's time to wrap it up.
But
we just need to.
And he wrapped it up, and then he made a little money doing a circus show, and now he needs a little money.
Hey, I don't know what it is.
That's the only reason.
So hey. I'm done with Conor,
I think you need money.
I really am. Right. So talk about money though, all right?
Money.
Like that. And, still with the UFC, all right? The Sphere, Las Vegas.
Bro, the thing is crazy.
Is it?
I've seen it.
In person, in
person, bro. When I went to Master World, seen it. It's amazing.
I mean, I remember when last time I went to Vegas, I saw, did you see the Raiders Stadium?
Yes,
bro, that thing's crazy
Bro,
too. That thing looks like a Darth Vader's like
Darth Vader helmet in the middle of the city.
Like yeah, one of his ships. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
thing is crazy. Yeah,
it's
I haven't been back to Vegas for a long time. All right, but then so $2.3 million for this sphere like that. You know what they're charging for advertisement just for one day? All right, $450,000 a day. All right, you think you know
advertisement
just for one day advertisement.
So they're gonna post it on the sphere,
on the whole sphere. You know what I mean? Like that. You know. And so check this out though. You could get a deal for the whole week, $200,000 more for $650. All right, for the whole week. So $450 for the day, $650 for the whole week.
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do the whole week.
Of course. All right.
But here's the thing though, UFC. Do
You
you really have to advertise? Like you have to put the fight
Bro.
card out.
Bro, you know it's everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like have you ever, I've never been I think I have been in Vegas one time when there was a UFC event going on. Like that. I think I have been like that. And it's everywhere, bro. And like we've talked about it, like how freaking crazy any type of advertisement out there like that. Yeah, they're gonna promote the shit out of it.
Did I tell you about the strip club?
Yeah. That's what we're talking that episode. Yeah. So yeah, they'll fucking that. You know how they're aggressive with advertising.
Titties.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't imagine it. But it's UFC. You're not gonna get like there's not gonna be.
That's not a casino, is it?
No, it's just
a concert event,
it's just an entertainment
like
venue.
Entertainment venue, bro. Have you seen the inside of that thing?
I haven't seen the inside.
Bro, I've been seeing some of the concerts and stuff like that, and bro, it's just fucking crazy. Bro.
It's probably like arena theater, where it's a complete.
No, it's a complete circle. It's a complete circle. You don't have not one bad seat at all in there. Everything's looking down
That's
down
the way it should
into
be.
this,
That's the way it should
like
be.
that. But like. Because just how everything is all video screened in the outside, it's all video screened. All the walls are video screened in the inside, so you could put anything on there. You know what I mean, like that.
Man,
and like
crazy.
I think this one was like a YouTube concert like that. And they're in the clouds of the sky like that. Like,
yeah.
And
Singing
I
and
was like,
shit.
bro, crazy. You know, what I mean, I've been seeing memes like, I'm gonna pay for this like that. It was like, yeah, buddy, lightweight.
Yeah, buddy. That would be funny to see. Oh, where did he go? But it was, man. So flying into Vegas for Master Worlds was crazy because you could see everything.
What did they have on there when you were there?
It actually hadn't officially opened because it opened in.
Oh, they were still
the beginning of September.
Yeah,
and I was there the end of August, but it was man, I had pictures of it. It was I thought I did anyway. But it was just like random like blue wave shit, like nothing terribly exciting, but it was huge, bro. Huge. This thing was massive. It was good I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was good to see. Now, having said that, I do want to go see an event in there.
Yeah, I do want
to go see an event in there.
I can't even imagine what it is to put events on there, knowing that just advertisement itself, it's fucking 450,000.
Well, the seats are probably gonna be high as shit. But fuck it, to be in there, and then you're in Vegas. When you go to those events, you're in Vegas. Like you're not really thinking about the cost of the ticket.
I was like, the only reason you're in Vegas is because you got money to spend, right?
Right. I'm here.
Like,
I'm gonna spend $500-$600.
You ain't going to Vegas broke.
And if it's like the arena where all the seats are good seats,
yeah, then
you're gonna get hell. I would say probably mid-level would probably be the best ticket because you can see everything. That's probably $800-$900 a seat.
Nah, for sure. Bro. I'd like to see that for sure.
That's gonna be fun.
All right, man. We got a couple questions of the days, like that. We didn't get to finish, last episode like that, so I want to get back to that.
Bet. Let's do it.
All right. First one right here. All right. Would you rather get $50 million right now today, or be given $1 per step for a full year?
$1 per step?
Per step for a full year.
Like every step I take.
Every step you take. Every step you take.
Bro.
Think about it. So I did the math.
Bro.
All right. I did the math. All right. You can do the math too. All right. You're gonna have to take extra steps. Okay. All right. What do you know the average? Oh, that's hot. That's it.
I was like, I know it's something. It is. So
yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
You're gonna all right. Do the math right now. Okay.
Okay.
Do you know the average freaking what the average person should be averaging every day? You know, per steps.
Isn't it like 20K?
20,000. I mean, not sorry, my bad. 10,000 steps per day. That's the average.
That's the average.
That is what the average person should be taking per day. Okay.
Okay.
Now, realistically, you know what the average person really takes?
What's
like
that?
less than 5,000.
Really?
Okay. Yes. All right. So let's just say everybody does take 10,000 freaking steps per day. Okay.
Okay.
You're talking about, 10,365 days. All right. Freaking that's less than 5 mil. All right. So that means you for sure need to be averaging any between 15 to 20. All right.
Right.
Like that. So now knowing those numbers, would you still take the 5 mil or put the extra time in? All right. I'm active, so I know. I remember one time, bro. All right, the highest step count I ever freaking did one day, bro. All right, was over 40,000 steps. All right, like that. It's because that was a combination of me, training my clients, me getting my workout in. I played a whole freaking round of golf. All right, 18 holes, and then I after I was done with that, I went that night, and then I trained some more clients at night. When I finally looked at the freaking step count on my freaking my Fitbit, I was like,
bro, they say a mile.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's about 2,500 steps.
Nah, I don't believe that.
I feel like that would be more than that.
I can walk an hour, all right, which is going to be and honestly, freaking even at a leisure walk, a 3-mile walk, you'll hit 10,000 steps. Okay, that sounds a little bit too much. You said 1 mile is 20,000 steps.
2,500 steps.
Oh, 20. Okay, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
okay.
2,500
I thought you said
steps.
25,000. My bad.
No, 2,500 steps.
Yeah, 3 miles around average. 3 miles leisure walk. 3-mile walk. You're talking about an hour and a half. Freaking. Like that. A stroll. Yeah, you'll hit your 10,000 that quick. Yeah.
I would unequivocally put the work in.
Yeah, bro. I'm putting.
I would
me
put the
being
fucking
active
work
like
in.
me, yeah.
I would put the work in.
Every day I'm running my 3 miles,
Bro,
plus getting to 10,000. Like,
I'm not even running 3 miles. You can walk 3 miles in an hour.
yeah. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
Yeah.
can walk 3 miles in an hour.
Yes.
And then you have the rest of the day to do your normal walk.
Yeah, you waking
So
up
you're putting
6, 7 o'clock.
So you're putting in 1,500 steps a day easy.
Yeah. So now, if you're gonna go down that route, what is your mission? How much money are you really trying to?
Oh, bro. Because it's per day. So think about your off days.
Mm-hmm.
So think about your off days.
You're getting $1.
I'm talking about your off days from training.
Oh yeah.
So
oh yeah, for sure.
On the days that you're not training, I'm gonna walk 9 miles. I'm gonna walk 10 miles.
For sure, you're making priority to win the weekend. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like normally, typically, you're gonna be chill, relaxed, playing, COD for fucking 8 hours.
Right.
nah.
Scale it back to 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm getting this money. Fuck y'all.
I'm gonna get this money.
I'm putting 8 hours worth of walking in
Bro.
today.
And it's so because you do, and then you do all the stupid shit that you try not to do, like, honey, let's go grocery shopping. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's push the baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is your third day at the mall. Why you?
right. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I would. No, 100%. 100%. Absolutely. I would put the work in. And then you're getting a double benefit from it.
Of course. Okay. So now this is my random fact of the day. All right. And look this up for me. All right. Because this is something my wife told me, and I believe it because I see it. I see it every weekend now. All right, like that. I'm starting to really notice it every weekend. Okay, so in where I live in Maryland, like that, it's very heavily Jewish population there.
Right.
Like that.
Maryland.
In Maryland, yeah. All right. Let me ask you this question. All right, if there's one thing that if you could do one thing to solve the obesity pandemic, what would it be for you?
Oh, walk.
All right, awesome, man.
It's walk.
Just walk. Just walk.
Just walk.
Right? Like that. Okay.
But you
Not
can't,
just
you
walk.
can't walk at your normal pace.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta put up a little bit of an elevated pace. Not power walk. Not like the.
I wouldn't even put that. All right. Like I wouldn't even put that. No stipulations like that. All right. I would make it mandatory on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. You have to walk. Anywhere you go, you have to walk.
Bro.
All right, you understand like the amount of, like, let's think about just the benefits that's going to have overall. I'm not just talking about obesity wise. I'm talking about pollution wise, for like car emissions and stuff like that.
Right.
Like, all right. So my wife came home and told me this random fact that freaking their culture, they are not allowed to drive any vehicles, all right, or like ride any bikes or anything like that on the weekends. All right, they have to walk everywhere. And I started paying attention more to that. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's crazy. They do. All right. Because I'm surrounded with a ton of them, freaking like that. There's Jewish, I don't know if they're churches. I don't know what they're called. Synagogues.
Synagogue, yeah.
Like that. Yeah. There's a ton of them like that. There's schools everywhere around us. So you're always constantly seeing families walking everywhere. All right. The only time you'll ever see someone not walking is only toddlers and infants like that, because either being pull it in the stroller, or even you'll always see them getting dragged along with like one of those wagons or something like that. You know what I mean? What you finding right now?
So, it's talking about Hasidic Jews, and it says, why do Orthodox Jews walk the streets on Saturdays? So it's a real thing.
Yeah,
like it's definitely.
But I'm like, I like when I heard that, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, if fucking everybody can just adopt that part right there into their whole lifestyle and just you think about, the government making that mandatory, to decrease or, like that, or like really find an answer for this obesity, a pandemic, like that, and get people to start moving around, be healthier. Then you're talking about freaking, less car emissions and pollution, and like, bro, gas prices, shit like that.
Right, exactly.
I think in California that shit's like what, $7 a gallon.
Bro, I don't even. Nothing in California makes sense to me, bro.
But y'all, I was like, wow, bro. I love it. I fucking love it. You know what I mean? I like, for sure. You know what I mean? I like.
Bro, that's crazy. It's
just walking. You know what I mean?
And they say do it on a Sabbath, so Saturday.
Yeah, and so when my wife told me that like that, I started paying him a little bit more attention. Tell me how many fat Jews, you said Hasidic Jews,
the
Orthodox Jews.
Yeah.
Do I see walking, freaking out and about? Zero, bro. Like that, and a lot of them are a lot older too. I see a whole bunch of a lot older ones, a lot older freaking of them walking around like that. I'm like, it makes so much sense, bro.
So I was looking, and I was thinking kind of along the same lines. Like when you think about a food that fills you up, like makes you full, right?
Protein.
Right? Protein.
Okay.
Protein make you full, but so does rice.
Yeah.
So does
yeast,
like ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles.
They can make you full.
All that, yeah.
It makes you full. And so I was like, man. So then when I was just sitting there looking, I was like, man, a little pack of Martian ramen, heavy in sodium, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying it's not by any means saying it's healthy,
No.
but a one pack of Martian ramen is only 350 calories, something like that, 360, 370. So if you ate like 4 packs of ramen noodles a day, it's a 1,200 calorie diet. Now it's probably 950 milligrams of sodium.
Oh, yeah.
Not saying that at all. But when you start thinking about
hypertension,
people,
like motherfucker.
yeah, you be stressed out. But when you start talking about like Asian cultures that eat a lot of rice and a lot of noodles and stuff that you're making yourself,
It's not enriched.
It's not hyper enriched with the
Yeah.
sodium. You're like, man, you can be full of shit and you're not really eating all the calories that you think that you're eating.
Yeah, it's
and you have the
very
cultures that
literally.
are heavy in walking, and you're like, oh man, you got to be kidding. But we like
there's a great freaking documentary on Netflix that talks about the blue zones. Have you ever heard of that? And what the blue zones are? You know what the blue zones are?
No, which one?
So across the world, there's several blue zones, and they call them the blue zones because the average lifespan is over 100 100 years
Oh, okay,
old. We're
okay,
talking
good.
about like
I have heard
100,
that. I have
110
heard that.
years old,
Right.
like that.
One of like
You
China
know?
or something like that.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's a ton. A lot of them are in Asia. You know, you get it like Iceland, Greenland area, and stuff like that. You know, but everything. The number one thing that's in common, you know, for them is their daily food. You know, daily food, high activity, even at that age and stuff like that. And then they're very family, community oriented. Like
Right.
that. Those three things are like that. And the thing is like, you know, freaking, they're in different parts of the world. So that, it's not like they're all telling each other and you're like, nah,
Right.
but you know, but that's some of the common things. So that Netflix thing, I want to say it's like 100 years or something, like something 100 year like that. I don't know the actual name of the documentary, but it's talk about the blue zones, and that's what the whole guy is talking about, like that. What is the common denominator of why these people are living so long? And that those are the three main things, right? They don't eat no processed food. They make all their food. All right, they freaking they work for their living. You know, they have a sense of purpose that they're always working and, you know, and being active and walking and bike riding and stuff like that. You know, they're not on their ass at all.
Live to 100.
And then freaking on top of that is just they're very community and family oriented. You know, like that. It's a huge factor. You know what I mean?
Live to 100.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
That's a freaking long time.
That's a long time, bro. But right.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see that there are cultures and countries that can do it so easily.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we're so technologically advanced and have our cars and have our this and have our that, and nobody gets up, nobody goes outside, nobody walks any place, nobody.
So let's talk about activity. All right, if you had to run a mile right now for time, what do you think you?
Oh, a mile?
A mile,
bro. 11, 12.
For real?
A mile?
Bro,
I hate running, bro.
I think right now where I stand, you know, I could probably get about 7.5, 8.5 minute miles.
Shit, no,
like
bro.
That. Back in the day, ask me back in the day when I was in the Marine Corps, bro, I was flying it, bro. I'm talking about like sub 5 minutes.
Bro, there's no, I run distance very slowly, bro. Very slow.
So now, all right. Okay, and the only reason I asked you this is because you said 11,
Bro,
all right?
Probably.
Okay.
11?
Yeah,
probably.
Calvin Kintum. Have you ever heard of this dude?
No.
All right, Kenya. He's from Kenya. All right.
Yo,
He just got the world record. All right, for the fastest freaking marathon. All right.
Oh.
26.2 miles.
Hour and 45 minutes.
Nah, 2 hours and 35 seconds. All right. Dude's flying. Okay. 2 hours and 35 seconds.
Bro, he is floating, bro.
Guess what he was averaging per mile?
He's gotta be low fours, high five.
4 minutes and 36 seconds.
He is absolutely fucking sailing.
You said 11. This dude's running almost
bro,
2.5 miles.
5K. He's finishing off a 5K before I go 11.
Yes.
He's nailing that joint.
Bro's running a 5K before you can finish your 1 mile.
Bro, there's no, but you know, but where do you see the best marathoners from?
Kenya.
I don't.
All right. True story, all right? Bro, I got a lot of these, all right? We just freaking did our own little freaking podcast separate of this called True Story. All right? I was in the Marine Corps, all right? So a perfect PFT in the Marine Corps, you know, you do your 20 pull-ups, 100 crunches in less than 2 minutes, and then you run a 3 mile. If you could run a 3 mile in less than 18 minutes, that's a perfect freaking PFT, all right? Okay. The fastest I ever ran a PFT or a 3 mile was 18 minutes and 50 seconds. I was flying, bro. I felt like I was, all right. So I'm 5'9", or like in the Marine Corps at the time, I was 5'9", weighing almost 200 pounds. I was about anywhere between 190, 195, you know what I mean? Like that. So I was big, heavy set, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, to run an 1850, you know, I could just
sprint.
You know, I was fucking dead sprinting, bro. All right. Jeez. I remember this one guy. I wish I could tell. No, I could see his face right now. All right. Darkest night, you know, I mean, like that. He I'm not sure what part of Africa he was from. I know he was from there. All right, have you ever heard or read the book? It was called The Lost Boys.
Mm-mm.
All right, like that. Look up the book. All right, it's called The Lost Boys. All right, like that. it took place in Africa. It was talk about how the rebels came in there, and then they started killing all the villagers and things like that. It was freaking it was a real bad time then. And I don't remember what part of Africa it was like that.
Lost Boys of Sudan?
Yes. All right. So one of the that story is about his village that got freaking ransacked and freaking came in there and they freaking just basically genocide their whole freaking damn village and shit like that.
Right.
And he I think he was like he was on the run for like a couple weeks. He told us this story. He literally saw his cousin get eaten by a lion. It was crazy story, bro. He ended up making it all the way to Chicago like that. I don't know how you go from Sudan all the way to Chicago like that, but he did it, Right. And freaking ended up joining the military to become a U.S. citizen. He loved everything about America. Like when you hear this story, it's like, bro, it's talking about inspirational, bro.
Right.
I'm like, it's just crazy. I think I have a pretty crazy story, but then I listen to that, I'm like, bro, that's why I always had the mindset. I'm like, you know what? Like, someone out there got it even worse than you. So shut the fuck up. Like that. That's my mindset a lot of times. Because I've been across the world and back twice, Iraq and Afghanistan. I've seen some shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, but then I hear this dude's story like that. But, bro, I'm like, I remember we always had a running joke with him, no pun intended, because we're talking about running.
Right.
like that. But, bro, like, freaking 3 miles, like every freaking mile, the dude would just get faster. You know what I mean? Like that. And
I know exactly what you mean.
And and we always talk about, man, freaking it's just, in the back of his head, he's just running from that line, you know what I mean?
Bro.
But dude would be running like 16-minute 3 miles. I was like, how is this possible? Like, bro, I was like,
okay, so you saw him do it.
Yes.
And you saw
check me.
The way he looked when he did it.
Yes, bro. Dead eyes, freaking dude,
just going, bro.
Like that.
There used to be, so when I used to go run, when I would do, like when I was doing road work consistently. Mm-hmm. So it's right outside of UH in McGregor Park.
Yeah.
And there's a trail around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd go run the trail up the bayou and back down the other side, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's roughly about 3 miles. Bro, there used to be this dude. He was tall. So he may have been 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
Right? Definitely African dude. He was a runner. His shorts were that long. Yeah. Right? Bro, this dude would lap me on that like, and every time he ran by, he might as well have been walking, bro. Yeah. Like there was nothing in his
Stone cold face.
Very, very, like
not even breathing hard.
Sweating, just like,
yes.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And he just come by and always same stride. Never, like I never saw him tired. Yeah. Like, I don't know why. Why are you running?
I remember, freaking like, because we would always run. We would run a mile and a half and always have a turnaround point to run a mile and a half back.
Okay. For
3 miles. All right. I would probably be at mile 1.
Right.
Dude's already turned around and he's already meeting me at mile 1. You know what I mean? Like I like what the, like we started at the same time. How are you already freaking
why are you here?
Me at third of the way?
Yeah,
and you're already
clearly cheating.
Yeah, we took a taxi or some shit,
bro.
It's crazy.
I see him run, man. It's amazing, bro, because they're fucking fast, bro.
Last question of the day, right here. Okay, why is it important to purchase team branded gear from your gym? # support local businesses.
I mean, that's why.
Just to support local. Do you feel that it's a necessary thing, or what? Like,
So I don't feel like it's. I don't feel like it should be necessary. Like I don't feel like it should be mandatory.
Not like Gracie Baja, where
right. I don't feel like it should be mandatory because, I'm paying you here to do a service, right? As long as I have the requisite gear to do the service, it shouldn't be like, well, you're not wearing what I want you to be wearing to do the service. Like that's, I feel like that's not. Now, the flip side of that is, I believe that you support those that support you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're getting the support, if you're getting all the stuff that you need, maybe
What? Let's look at it as a business wise now. You know what I mean? Like, as a business wise, you're trying to, create, and cultivate a culture.
Branding.
As for branding.
Right.
Right. Like, honestly, like, you'll never see me not wearing something 365 on me. You know what I mean?
Bro, absolutely.
You know, yeah.
But that's if so you support those that support you. So if you're getting the support that you need, you should be reciprocating the support.
Yes.
That makes sense.
No, yeah.
I just don't feel like I feel like the mandatory is sometimes like, wait a minute, let me get in here, let me get my feet wet. Oh, hey, I like this. Here I come. Now here's the thing that I think kind of where people kind of suffer in the team affiliated stuff is we always believe that the show your old kimono is better. You know what I'm saying? So we want that one. Yeah. But is it really better? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it really better? You know, you may like it, but is it better? You know, if you're a hype beast, maybe. Yeah. But, you know, functionality.
It doesn't make my freaking De La Riva guard any better just because I wear, you know, freaking, you know,
$300 kimono. Yeah. And so, you know, I say you go with what fits you, what works for you, what works best for you. But, you know, I think that you support those that support you. And if you're getting support, and it also helps word of mouth, bro. Like word of mouth. Like you don't realize it. Well, you realize it, but you don't realize it. But when you're wearing that shirt or that hat out that says, you know, 365 or Pablo Silva or Revolution Dojo or whatever it says on it, and people are thinking about doing what you're doing, like you're advertising for. Yeah, why not? You know, they're supporting you.
Word of mouth advertisement for sure. Yeah, like that. As for, you know, as a business owner owning a gym and stuff like that, yeah, you know, just going back, you're trying to create a culture, you know, like that where, you know, it's always a good thing where you step out on the mat and everybody's repping, you know, the gym. You know what I mean?
Uniformity.
Uniformity for sure. You know, like that. Is it mandatory? I don't feel that's one thing a school should be mandatory or like that, and you know, like that, because like when I got kids in here, I'm like, I know what I charge for my uniforms. You know what I mean? It's just great quality, freaking, and you know, it's gonna last long, all right, but it's premium price, all right. Right. Someone coming off the street, they're still on the fence, they want to do it, but then, you know, freaking, they already dropped freaking, you know, X amount of dollars, you know, for the starting fees and things like that. Dude, they got another, you know, $100, $125, $150 for gi, you know, like that. Maybe not. You know, maybe they start out with some Sansa ball, you know what I mean? Right. Or freaking, I don't know, what's another top flight or something like that, or like that, you know.
Whatever it is.
I encourage them all the time, all right? You know, like that. I cut them a deal. You know, I charge $125 for my gis, but then I'm like, look, if you buy the gi now with it, you know, you could save $25. You know, right? You know, like that. You get the top, the bottom, the belt. You know, and it's great quality. Like that. Or, all right, you know, you can go and just find whatever is within your budget. I always tell them about all the time. You know, like that. I just recommend you get a blue color gi. You know what I mean? Just for uniformity wise. Right. You know, like that. You know, and then freaking, yeah, no, for sure, you know, freaking, I get from both sides. Plus, you know, obviously, you know, you kind of want to keep that revenue stream to yourself or business wise. Right. You know, like that, that's, you know, but at the end of the day, I don't think it should be, like, I feel like if anybody ever goes to a school like that and they're not 100% committed just yet right now, but the school's like, nah, you need to wear only our rash guards, our shorts, our gloves, you know, like, nah. Get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Go somewhere else.
When you make that full on commitment, then those things ideally will come. Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you what I do like about having some of the school branded stuff, especially like kimonos, bro. You can't try them on. Yeah. Like there's no store I can go to and say, oh, let me see if this show your roll fits better than this King's. Like you just have to guess. Like you have to go online and look at the weight chart and the scale chart and just be like,
that shit don't freaking
bro, that shit is always all fucking the time, wrong, bro. Yeah. It's wrong, bro. Because so you know, my 220 and somebody else's 220 are completely different 220.
I gave you a gi. I remember freaking the gi that you got, you know, jiu-jitsu roll one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
You know, I looked at the chart and freaking it was like, oh, I'm an A2. I've never ever worn an A2.
Right.
All right. Freaking for me, that what fits me the best is an A1L.
Right.
That's a very hard, you know, gi to get,
right.
you know, your hands on for any brand. You know what I mean? Like that. And so I was like, oh, you know what? I've never had this brand. Maybe they're a little bit more slim fit or something like that. Man, it felt like pajamas on me. I'm like,
right.
you know, it fits you perfect. You know,
right,
like that.
Right.
You know, I saw it like that. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, you can't really trust those things. So it does, you know. As for going into a school, yeah, you can try it on, you know what I mean, see what it is. Typically, you know, if the professor or whoever works there like that, they've been around a long time, they can size you up real quick, like, right. Oh, you're an A1 or you're an A2, like that, you know.
Because they've got, but still, like, because like you said, it's a lot of people, it's the fit, like people like different fits. Mm-hmm. Like some guys like their pants on their kimonos mm-hmm. to look almost like flowy dresses around the ankles, bro. Like they like them super big. Mm-hmm. And I don't like that. Like mm-hmm. to me, that's just not like that. That feels uncomfortable to me. Mm-hmm. It's just not a thing, but some people like it. So all that to say, but if your school sells them, at least you can then try one on, see what fits you best.
I feel backup plan, you know, like, you know, for a school that, you know, is not so, or is lenient on what you wear and stuff like that, and they're not so, you know, freaking, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Strict
on oh no, you can only wear like that. They let you buy whatever it is like that, as long as, you know, like with Pablo, you know, you can only wear a white gi. Right? There's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? But he's not making you buy his freaking AP freaking gi, you know what I mean?
Right.
Which costs, you know, a good dollar. Not everyone can freaking afford a freaking a brand of gi like that. You know what I mean? Is it worth it? Yeah, of course it's worth it. It's nice. Right. You know, it's gonna last long, but you know what I mean? But okay, now I'm buying my gi, you know, off of freaking, you know, Amazon or something that I can afford, that's gonna, you know, still do the same, you know, thing, you know, so I can get the training in. I think as backup, you know, for any school like that, you know, to make sure that you still have some type of revenue stream, and, you know, invest in some patches. All right, patches. Patches is gonna be the easiest thing, you know what I mean, like that. I
like t-shirts.
Huh?
Like
I'm just talking about for gi wise, you know what I mean, like that. Yeah, t-shirt. You know, I'm talking about gi wise.
Yeah,
for
the
patches,
for the kimonos. Yeah,
you know, like that, because you know they already have their patches, and now kimonos now, you know, they strategically put their patches and their branding in places where where you know you want your school like that. Yeah, so
nope, not here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to freaking hopefully it's not, you know, like imprinted in there like that. You can you know, take the stitching out and then put yours like that. But yeah, you know, that's what I'm talking about, you know. But yeah, for sure, you know, something as a simple t-shirt like that, you know, for, you know, to represent, you know, hoodies or, you know, like that. Yeah, you know, hey, you know, I'm all about representing the school, you know, especially when the school is really, you know, it's something that you believe in and given to you, you know, like that. I'm like, you know, it's another way that, you know, you can rep your you know, your school and promote it and things like that. I'm like, it you know, it's a very little cost to really, you know, get the word out on,
bro, you know, really no cost. Mm-hmm. And you can do it like,
and a lot of times, you know, schools freaking will give you something free. I try my best, you know, to really give out free swag, you know, when they sign up.
Yeah,
you know
I've seen you do it.
So they what it's called is ethical bribes, like that. You know,
right,
like that.
Promotional gifts,
yeah. So you know, a little swag bag like that, you know. So freaking anytime, you know, freaking that I can like that. Yeah, I've given out shirts before. I've given out shorts and things like that, and, you know, stickers, whatever it is like that for your car sticker.
It's the best, man. It's the best, but it also it helps build that camaraderie.
Yeah.
I like that.
That team unit for sure, like that. Yeah. You know, everybody wants to show up and you know, go into a tournament and, you know, see a whole fucking, you know, a sea of people wearing the same clothes. Like, oh yeah, that's my crew over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, they over there.
Yeah, they over there. You know what I mean? Everybody wearing the black shirts. You know what I mean? Everybody know. You know, like that. Yeah, for sure.
Bro.
There's nothing better than, you know, than seeing that. For sure.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Like
that's a good feeling for sure.
All right, man. Freaking. We talked a lot about, you know, different topics today, like that. All y'all gamers out there, you know, freaking hit us up,
bro.
You know.
Hit us up on game. Hit us up and let us know what you feel, how you feel about this Volkanov and
Yeah, I was talking about freaking the games first.
Yeah,
like
games
that.
was great, bro.
Like that, but yeah, let us know freaking who you got with these matchups. Honestly, I got freaking I got Islam and Shemaev.
Yeah, I'm going Dagestan.
Yeah, I think if it was other way around, where both of them where everybody had a full camp, you know what I mean, I would go Volkanovski and then Shemaev.
I would go Volkanovski.
Like that,
right.
I just
full camp. That's probably why I would go.
That'd be my. Like that. But hey, shit, I was fucking dead wrong freaking with the Strickland and Adesanya one. So who am I fucking really saying?
Bro, yeah, but I don't know, man. That I don't know, man. Those Dagestanis, bro.
Yeah,
they're just different.
They're different. They're built different over there. When you fighting bears and training with bears and shit like that,
you know, I was just gonna say, they have that. It's that Sambo wrestling route that they have. Like they have that grappling, like the physical grappling art route.
You that freaking. I saw that Instagram thing that you showed me about wrestlers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just a different mindset, bro. All right, it's just way different type of training. You know what I mean?
It's
like that.
different, bro.
Yeah. I'm like
that dude was hitting those snaps with the fucking Bulgarian bag over. I was like,
you talking about putting your nose to the grindstone and just fucking, and just working hard. Hey, that type of atmosphere and those type of freaking, regions of the world, hey, they breed those guys every day. You know what I mean? There's always someone like that.
So yeah, it's gonna be good. There's UFC tonight, isn't there?
There is like that. It's on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, fight night or whatever.
Yeah, only one I'm gonna really keep my eye on is Adrian Yanez.
Yeah,
he's on there. Yeah. Like that. I don't even know the guy he's fighting like that, but he's coming off a loss. He wants to get back on that dub. Freaking track again like that and get his name back in the contingent talk. For sure like that. So he's knocking right at the door, top 10. I believe he's 13 or 14 ranked. Freaking. In his division like that, but he got a long ways, before he makes it to O'Malley like that. So
Sugar Sean,
yeah, like that. But for sure. So good luck to him out there.
Yeah, it should be good, bro.
Freaking good luck to the Astros. All right, tomorrow,
game
one, like that. I'm gonna be watching them for sure. Like that. So hey, I'm happy like that.
Modelo in one hand.
No, I got freaking IBJJF next Saturday. So I gotta make.
Oh, you doing Houston?
Yeah, I'm doing Houston.
Okay,
so
that's what's up.
I gotta make the weight.
I'm not doing Houston, but I'm gonna be in that thing.
Yeah, I got Houston like that. Yeah, and
I'm gonna be at Jiu-Jitsu.
And then the
World
next
League.
week after that, I got Jiu-Jitsu World.
I got Jiu-Jitsu World League. Yeah. I'll be out there, and then we'll see.
For sure.
We're chilling. Then I think I'm going to Miami.
What's in Miami?
IBJJF.
Oh nah, man. Freaking.
I got family out there, so it's
you?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, mom's Bahamian, so a lot of her family went straight to Miami when they came to the States. So I got a lot of my mom's.
Well, next time there is, I'll try to freaking
go to
catch a couch with you.
Eat some plantains.
Yeah, or some oxtails. I know you love some.
after the tournament,
afterwards,
fuck them things up.
All right, guys, let us know freaking how you think everything's gonna play out for UFC 294 like that. Let us know what your thoughts on freaking come next year when USADA's out the picture, and what these fighters might try to get away with. I think that's gonna be a lot of foul play coming.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
I think there is too, bro.
For sure.
The governing body's out. I don't know what these people are testing for.
And how many steps are you going to be walking, to surpass that 5 mil, by the end of the year? For sure.
I think I could make that 5 mil from now, bro.
by the end of the year.
By the end of this year, I think I make that 5 mil.
3 months
bro.
already 5 mil.
Bro, get it.
I think my goal would probably get to 25. Freaking million by the end of the year. You know what I mean?
If I
don't know the math on there, but
from January 1,
I'm easily tripling it up. I'm talking about 20 to 30,000 steps a day.
I mean, yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm like, man, if you mean to me an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening, I can't walk 3 miles. Stop.
Yeah.
100%.
I was like, bro, I'm walking a mile after every meal I eat. You know,
Bro,
what I mean?
they be like, why you playing?
Yeah.
That's exactly a mile in the morning. Your lunch break is an hour. You get another 3.
You know, he set up one of those, those desks that you stand at, and then put a treadmill underneath there. You just playing, just walking and playing.
Bro, there's so many people. I just can't work like that. Like I can't work standing up.
I just, I wish, freaking, I don't know what it's going to have to take to get motherfuckers off they fucking fat, lazy asses and fucking be more active, and stuff like that. But like,
I can tell you what it's going to take.
Like incentives like that.
I can tell you exactly what it's going to take.
Yeah.
A sale of Krispy Kreme.
Just so to get the calories more.
Oh, shit. All right, man.
All right, I'm Eric Valdez. All right, alongside Jules Johnson, guys. Again, this is Sweat Equity. You can find us on Instagram, at SweatEquityHTX. Look us up on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, guys. All right, like that. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. All right, we'd love to get back to y'all like that. Any closing thoughts?
Man, keep supporting. We'll be here. See you next week.
Yeah. All right. See ya.